Shalom, beautiful people. I hope you guys are doing well. I was just doing some dishes and my ear was just nonstop ringing. So I want to see if I can get a quick message out before I have to start stacking wood. And, I'm going to pray while I set up. I'm feeling like this rushed energy, and I don't know if it's me or if this is a part of the message. So let's go ahead and pray. Spirit, I thank you so much for this time, place, space, moment. I thank you for the lessons received and the lessons yet to come. I thank you for everything I am and everything I am not. Spirit, I pray that any messages I receive at this time, I receive in the way in which you intend for me to receive them. I pray that any and all messages are for the collective's highest good, abundance, sustenance, prosperity, creativity, and legacy building at this time. Spirit, I pray that the ancestors, ascended masters, spiritual teams, and angels that need to help relay this message are available to do so. I pray that I am filled with your highest frequencies so that I can deliver the messages in the way that you deem worthy at this time. I feel like I already said that. My prayer is a little all over the place. I'm feeling very rushed, very anxious. I have a feeling that this is what the energy is going to be about in this collective reading. Spirit, I thank you so much for all the love, the guidance, and the protection that you provide on a regular. Ashe. 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 All right. All right, guys. I hope you guys are doing... I already said that. Yeah, it's very scattered. Very scattered. Very overwhelmed and anxious, sort of pulled. Losing focus quickly on whatever task it is that's at hand. I just heard the need to buckle down. Some people are, I don't know why I just saw the Eight of Swords card. That's in my new tarot deck, but it's like this woman whose head is down and her back is turned, and at her back there's a bunch of hands pulling her. And I'm feeling like some people in the collective right now are very much being pulled, feel the weight of themselves. I just heard the weight of yourself being pulled in so many different directions. And there is a need for you to create this boundary that says, no, I need to sit, I need to focus. This is exactly what I'm meant to do at this time. I don't need any of the outside bullshit. I just heard at your beck and call. Like, I don't need to be at people's beck and call. Like, I can no longer be the one that people are constantly relying on to help them and do. I just saw someone in an office who's literally like the fallback person that everybody, when they fuck up on their deadlines, everybody turns to help them to catch up. And it adds this level of anxiety and stress to you. And I'm feeling like heat coming up right here. I don't know, like if this is like a pressure build, you know, when people get flustered and it pressure builds from your solar plexus and builds all the way up and it gets you all flustered in your face. That's what I'm feeling. Like this person is feeling very much overtaken by other people's energy, and there's seriously a need. Spirit wants you, your ancestors need you to build that boundary, because if you can't do it now, you're fucked. I'm sorry. I have a really hard time putting these things in a soft tone sometimes. I don't know if that's my shadow, like, whoop. I have a spot here. Oh, fuck, yes. My shadow's extremely sarcastic and just like very blunt with things. So yeah, I feel like I should have put that in a lighter way. Sorry. That's just how I feel. That's basically what the message is. I can feel people laughing at me like this bitch. I just heard the beat of your own drum. It's time for you to march to the beat of your own drum. It's time for you to really like take the bull by the horns and just look. And it's so funny because the strength card, this is the reason, this image is the reason why I bought this deck. And I fucking love this deck. This deck is everything to me right now. Again, I am very loosely familiar with tarot cards, and I am I actually got a book, side note, I got a book at the same, I was in, forgot, it's not Camden Town. It's where Neil's Yard is in London, and there's this bookstore there called Watkins Books. It's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. I spent 2 hours in there and I found this book, and I'm going to be diving deep into this, and I'm very, very excited. For some reason, I feel this need to like just really familiarize myself with the tarot decks more. So another side note, small interlude into this quick message. The 40% off sale does end today, you guys. So listen, I don't know when I will ever do this type of sale again. So if you have ever been on the ball, if you have ever been like, I don't know, on some of the products that I have, I would just do it. There is a $20 limit because of the nature of what it is, like shipping and all of the stuff. So there is a $20 limit. Shipping is $8. It's set at $8. If you have something that costs more than that, that's perfectly fine. I will cover the back end charges of that. So, but yeah, I would get what you need now. I do have capsules in there as well. Fresh lion's mane that I grind up myself. All capsules are, I don't know why we're focused on capsules right now. All capsules are, they're vegan capsules. So they're made of plant matter, basically. And it's easier for your body to digest. I have lion's mane, like I just said, ashwagandha, turmeric, and neem leaf, all available right now. So we have the World card at the bottom of the deck. We have 4 of Wands, 5 of Cups, and 3 of Pentacles reversed. And Justice, World and Justice at the bottom of the fucking deck. Did I even shuffle these properly? I don't think I did. I just heard go for it. So I'm really getting this like, I'm really feeling like this is not a collaborative energy. I feel like the 3 of Pentacles is a card of collaboration, right? But with the 5 of Cups and the 4 of Wands here, I'm really feeling like, in the World at the bottom of the deck, I'm feeling like you guys just feel like your whole world is surrounded by people who pretend that they want this collaboration with you, but in reality, they're just completely taking advantage of the energy that you provide in the given situations that you find yourself in. And this is, I'm just getting this extremely draining for you, and it's a block. Honestly, it's a block. If you can't build up this boundary to tell people no, and to have that backbone for yourself, because this is all about yourself. This is what are you willing to continue to be a people pleaser in until you finally take a step back and allow yourself to see reality for what it is. Look, make a choice to bring death. So dramatic. I'm so sorry. Make a decision to cut this shit out and allow yourself to, like, I heard treasure trove. Like, there's a whole fucking chest of treasure to be had for you in abundance, but you have to make the choice. You have to have the backbone for yourself. Nobody else is going to stand up for you the way that you need to stand up for yourself. Like, your ancestors can do all of the work in the ethers and do all of that stuff, but it doesn't matter if you aren't willing to take the action here. It doesn't matter if you aren't willing to play your role. And if you're constantly doing all of the things for others and people pleasing and putting other people before you, like, it's wasted energy. It's seriously wasted energy. Look at this, 6 of Cups and 10 of Wands. It's mentally frustrating. And I'm getting this 6 of Cups as like the ancestors, right? It is so mentally frustrating, not just for you, but for them as well, honestly. Okay. If you guys are wondering, if you're seeing smoke, I am burning frankincense. So today I have a lot of work to do. I got wood to, look, Queen of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. I have wood to stack. I have seeds to harvest. Herbs to can up. I have a lot of herbs to can. I found this oil that I completely forgot about. I'm really excited. It's lavender leaves and almond oil. I'm really excited about that infusion. I'm gonna strain that off today. So many things, I'm so excited. I gotta cut hydrangeas back. I also have this one pumpkin. Thank you so much. I'm gonna continue talking until I get another card. I have this one pumpkin that's clearly been like, it's on its way out, but I want to put it up in my woods. I don't know if it'll have enough sunlight back there, but I want to see if it'll come back next year on its own, if it'll seed itself. Look at, ooh, what do we have? Okay, so first card out was Queen of Cups. Okay. And the 5 of Pentacles, and the Wheel, Knight of Cups, and the Hangman. Collective, you really need to change your perspective on what is emotionally fulfilling for you. This is completely emotionally draining you, and it's literally putting you, I feel like you are currently in a mindset of just, it's a poverty mindset, it's a lack mindset, it's a building on other people's abundance while you're ignoring your own emotional abundance. I feel like the perspective shift here comes from you being bold enough to demand what it is that you need emotionally, and that in itself is going to push the wheel in the proper direction. I feel like timing is everything right now. Yeah, if you're in a career, this can do with relationships too, right? This can be boundaries within your relationships as well. This can be boundaries with family. It is the holiday season, so people get really stressed out about coming together with their families, which I can understand in a respect. Oh no, guys, I don't want to share this. I just heard be the example. Okay, so I'm pretty open on my channel about the things. Sometimes I don't like sharing. And then the Page of Swords at the bottom, being bold enough to cut the shit out that doesn't, and to dig deeper on what it is that people are telling you, to dig deeper for the real truth. Don't take things at face value. Like, you have to shift your perspective on what boldness is. Like, boldness doesn't have to be mean. Boldness can be exactly straight to the point, exactly the truth, and exactly what it is that it's meant to be, right? Some people, and then the Queen of Swords, yeah, and then the Emperor. Come on, y'all. And Death. And the Nine of Pentacles. I can't make it up. Some people really do have this perspective that boldness is too assertive. And I have this feeling like if this is in the workplace for you guys, someone is going to call you assertive, and you have an opportunity to tell people, me creating a boundary because you don't do your own work on time, and I am no longer going to allow myself to be pushed and stressed out over your shit, is not me being assertive. It is actually me requiring you to do what it is that you're supposed to do in the first place. And that is the type of energy that the Queen of Wands brings to the table. And even if it is perceived as assertive, your emperor, your internal emperor energy does not give a fuck. Your inner divine masculine, male or female, is saying, we're cutting this shit out. It's time to protect our emotional self and take physical action towards what is most healthy for us, which the Death card, and then the Nine of Pentacles. Self-reliance, self-satisfaction, self-stability, a feeling of, I'm getting a very peaceful energy off of this card. Again, the treasure trove, I heard it again. After you make this cut, after you cut these ties, there's a treasure trove to be had for your peace. There's a really big energy within the collective right now about not finding peace, but creating a relationship with peace, and what peace means to you, and what peace means in your life. Okay, so I tried to distract myself from not having to share this, but whatever. So within my family for many years, with the extended family, me and my immediate family really tried to make it work for a long time, but it just wasn't working. It really just wasn't. And finally, after a few years of me, of course, being the boisterous one, being like, I don't want to do this anymore. It doesn't make any sense. It's very fake. I can feel it every single time I walk into their house. People just look at me in particular sideways, and the family sideways, and it's all just a fucking game. It's an emotionally draining game that people think that they need to show face because it's something that they're supposed to do. And finally, my family as a collective unit, my immediate family, decided that we are no longer going to be participating in family events, in family parties with certain members, because it's just absolutely draining, and it's always a fucking shit show. Always a shit show. And everybody loves to blame place their participants in the shit show. And it's not something new that happened in my family. Almost every single year that we got together, there was some sort of dramatics that happened. And we finally said no more. We don't want anything to do with this. I feel like collective, this is really, really staring in your face. There is no illusion around this energy. It's something that needs to be, like, you need to put your foot down. And it's only the divine is asking you, your ancestors are asking you, because there's such peace that comes from you actually saying no more, like you actually standing up for what it is that you want. I was just told to get an oracle card. I'm gonna go with the shaman's deck. My palms are sweating. If this reading is making you nervous, I love you so much. I promise you, it's not as bad as it seems. It's really not. You can, if you feel the need to come up with some sort of lame excuse, you can do that. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to call it lame. I feel like I'm talking to my sister because my sister has a tendency. My sister has a people-pleasing energy sometimes, and she has a tendency to just need to come up with excuses instead of just saying no. If you want to do that, that's perfectly fine, but I do want to warn you that the Ace of Swords energy is very heavy in the collective right now. The Ace of, almost every single reading that I pull for myself, Ace of Swords is on the table, okay? So the Ace of Swords is all about the truth. It's all about the sun energy, allowing people to see everything for what it is, no more illusions, speaking the truth, and just being authentic in that truth and allowing yourself to be bold in that. So I wouldn't resist just saying what it is that you need to say. It's not as bad as it seems. Our mind tends to play things up more than, yeah. So just be very aware of that. Just speak your truth, baby. Speak your truth. Let it come out. If there's things that you don't want to do, don't do it. If your energy is telling you that it's time to just pull back and just be accepting of that within yourself, then be accepting of that within yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. I promise you. I promise you. It's not as scary as it seems. And in fact, I feel like this weight gets lifted off of your shoulders, and I feel like this sigh of relief comes through you, and you just sit there in whatever space you feel cozy in, and you're like, that, I just feel so much better. Like, I don't know why I waited so long to speak the truth. I don't know why I waited so long to put up that boundary with that person, the family, at work, whatever it is. And then we have 10, teachability. We're really going to read this because this is about adapting. This is about, yeah, we're going to read it out of the book. I really love this card. It's actually funny because I pulled this card for my sister one time and she was enamored with it until I read it to her. And then she was like, ugh. She didn't know how to feel anymore because it is a beautiful card, right? Okay, so we have Hollow Bone, and this is going to be the last card. It's short and sweet, you guys. I love you guys. Again, don't forget to take advantage of the sale right now. Please, please, please do yourself a favor, honestly. Teachability, humility, being empty as, what? Lord, if I can read today. Being empty so that the wind of spirit can breathe through you. The hollow wing bone of an eagle is a flute for the shamans. The appearance of the hollow bone invites you to become empty of your notions of who you are, to check your ego at the door, and to know that this is not about you. Relinquish your need to be right and to express an opinion, as this will not change anything right now. You are being called to practice humility. Hollow yourself out and hear the wind blow through you and play you like a flute. You will learn the language of the squall and the storm and understand the message in the summer breeze. This is an important communication waiting for you. Humility is the swiftest path for you to become like hollow bone. Drop all notions and titles that bolster your ego. This is really interesting right now because I was just telling you that you need to be bold, right? This whole thing is about being bold and cutting out, allowing your divine masculine to stand up for your divine feminine, and digging deeper to find the real truth of what's actually behind what people are showing face, right? And this is talking about humility. But I think that the interesting thing about this is that there is a great humility in actually standing up for the truth. And the notion that if you speak truth, your authentic truth, and the energy that you're holding at that time, that everything is just going to backfire on you. that you have to lie and you have to show face to these people around you in order to hold the position and in order to be respected in the way that you are. And I feel like this is the humility in this is having respect yourself for the truth and your authentic self, your higher self and your shadow and your divine masculine, divine feminine, and your inner child. If you are constantly going against what it is that you feel is actually right for you, you're actually going against all parts of yourself. And you're going against what it is that the ancestors hold for you. I just saw 2525 on the clock. Okay? Which is 7, which is a purification number. It says, eliminate the doer and allow things to happen of their own accord. Remember that you can accomplish most anything if you are willing to let someone else take credit for it. This is literally about... This is... Okay, you have to read between the lines with this, okay? I'm going to read that again. It says, remember that you can accomplish most anything if you are willing to let someone else take credit for it. This is literally saying, I am not going to finish your project for you. I am not going to be the one to order. I just heard order the food. I'm not going to be the one to do any of the catering this year. I'm not going to be the one to do any of the cooking this year. And I'm going to allow people to see what happens when I remove my energy and they take credit for what it is that they actually do. Let them take credit for their own fucking work without your background energy playing a part in it. Ashe. I really hope that you guys are catching on to what this is really saying to you. It says, Hollowbone has come to caution you to believe only 50% of what others think and only 10% of what you think. Trust your experience. Look, and that's completely the Page of Swords energy. Believe 50% of what people say and 10% of what you say or think, right? Dig deep for the actual truth behind what it is that's being presented to you at this time. Be bold enough to do that, right? And I just heard witness. Witness what happens when you remove yourself. It says, trust your experience, not what you have read in sacred books or holy texts. This will allow you to turn, oh, wow. I really just got an image of someone who reads. This is not me, okay? This is not me tearing the Bible down in any way, shape, or form. Please don't go there with me. But I did just see a woman reading a text about sacrificing self for the better of the community. I don't know if this is something, I really don't know if this is in multiple religious texts because I've never really participated. But I just heard scratch that. Scratch that. Yeah, we're not going to dig any deeper into that, okay? This will allow you to turn apparent danger into opportunity. Remember that you are an insignificant grain of sand in the grand scheme of life and as important as the brightest sun. Beautiful. Okay, I think we're going to end it there. We're almost at 30 minutes, and I would love to be able to keep this at that. So I love you guys so much. Please, and then we have movement toward adventure at the bottom of the deck. Allowing yourself to be in flow and not feeling so, not feeling so constrained in your own thought of how it is supposed to be. I just saw an image of the Ace of Swords again. Speak your guys' truth right now. Do not shy away from the truth. I hope this message resonated for some of you. I hope it helps some of you. The 40% off sale does apply to readings as well. So if you are interested in a reading, you can also book that on the website. It is under the At the Altar tab, okay? At the top of the website. So I love you guys. I will see you guys soon.